In this video, we will visit 6 states in a week. Our first stop is Carlsbad Cavern National Park in New Mexico. The cavern was obviously quite dark, and we didn't want to ruin other people's experience by shining lots of lights, so we didn't film a whole lot. But the cavern was absolutely stunning. It was huge, and definitely one of the most unique places we visited on our trip. We highly recommend visiting this place, and make sure to do the hike down instead of the elevator, if you're physically capable. We crossed into Texas this morning. It's both our first time here in the big state, and what better way to spend our first day in Texas than to climb to its highest point, Guadalupe Peak. It's somewhat similar to the hike that we just did in New Mexico, Oregon Needle, in terms of elevation and elevation gain, but we expect to do this one faster than the other one for a few reasons. The first is that the elevation gain is slightly less than the other one, maybe 150 meters less gain. So this one is a total of 900 meters. For two, as much as we struggled on the hike in New Mexico because of the altitude, we think it allowed us to acclimatize to the elevation. So we don't think we're going to be as short of breath on this hike as we were in New Mexico. And for three, it's actually a little bit longer than the one that we did in New Mexico. And you might be thinking, whoa, Nick, why?
Whoa, Nick.
And for three, it's actually a little bit longer than the one that we did in New Mexico. And at first you might be thinking, well, if it's longer, why is it going to take less time? Well, the reason is that because it's longer, it's less steep. And the less steep something is, the faster you can climb it. For those three reasons, we think we'll be able to tackle this one in less time than we did in New Mexico. And hopefully we can actually reach the summit this time. And another reason why we think we'll be able to do this trail a lot faster than the other one is because the trail is a lot easier to follow. Very marked, very used. There's no second guessing which direction you're going. Whereas in New Mexico, the trail braided so many times, we had to stop a whole bunch of times to figure out if we were on the right trail, check our GPS. Not only did it waste time, but it was mentally exhausting as well. This one's just a lot easier. They say everything's bigger in Texas. That may be true for some things, but it doesn't look like it's true when it comes to mountains. I think every state west of Texas has mountains that are bigger than here. We are at the highest point, and it's not even higher than the hike that we did in New Mexico less than a week ago. Doesn't change the fact that it is beautiful up here. Lovely scenery, nice mountains, but they're just not the biggest. It took us only 3 hours to get to the summit here. It wasn't a very difficult hike, pretty slow and gradual climb all the way up. So we expect to be down in less than 2 hours. The past couple of days we've been pretty much driving almost non-stop. 2 days ago we were in the deserts of New Mexico, and today we're in the swamps of Louisiana. We found a short little hike to do in a bayou just to stretch our legs and to see the wildlife of Louisiana. We're hoping to see some alligators. There's supposed to be some around here, but our hopes are not very high because it is the middle of February, Valentine's Day to be exact. So I think all the alligators are pretty kind of hibernating. They're not really active right now. We'll walk around and see what we can see. So we didn't see any alligators, but we have seen a lot of mosquitoes, and we're really not looking forward to mosquito season back on our land. After exploring the bayou in Louisiana, we ended up taking a little bit of a detour to go visit New Orleans. If you couldn't tell from our YouTube channel already, we are nature people. We love spending time in nature. We very rarely visit cities, but New Orleans was one of the few cities that was still on both of our bucket lists, and it did live up to expectations. We of course visited the French Quarter, and it was really beautiful architecture there. A really nice melting pot of a lot of different cultures. The food was good, and we really liked the whole vibe. After that, we ended up heading a little bit northeast and went into Mississippi. We visited the Red Bluff, which is one of the few, I guess, natural attractions of the state. There aren't that many. This one just happened to be on our route, so we took a stop in it, and it was pretty interesting. We love seeing the red and orange soil kind of eroding away. And the coolest part was seeing the old road basically eroding and disappearing away kind of before your eyes. We are now in Alabama, and our next step is to go visit Natural Bridge State Park. We just finished up exploring Natural Bridge State Park in northern Alabama. Really cute park. And this time of year, it really reminds us of fall back home in Quebec. The colors in the trees are pretty much the same. Every day of driving is bringing us closer and closer to home, so we're getting excited. So for our sixth and final state of this video, we're in the beautiful state of Georgia. Ever since we left the deserts of the Southwest, we've been missing the red rocks and the canyons, and so we learned that there was something similar all the way out here in Georgia, if you can believe it. So we're out here exploring Providence Canyon State Park.